Hey guys, it's Melanie from melaniekaham.com. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we're gonna make this crochet scarf. It's nice and wide. It's kind of like a statement scarf, like, whoa, I'm wearing a scarf. And it's so warm and cozy. It's got a fringe on it. We are gonna be using the Loops and Threads Eco Cozy yarn. This video is sponsored by Michaels. I am so excited to show you this yarn because it is awesome, super soft. It's made from recycled plastic, which is awesome. So grab your yarn. The link will be in the description box down below. You can go find it, get what you need, pick out a fun color. This is the Taupe Flecked colorway. Here's how it kind of looks in the scarf. Of course, I'll show you more glam shots. It's beginner friendly, so my beginner crocheters out there will be able to make this just fine. Let's jump right in. I'm going to show you how to make it. All right, let's get started. So we have our bulky yarn here. It's a number 5. And the package recommends a 6.5 millimeter hook, but I am going to be using a 10 millimeter hook. This is an NP 10 millimeter because this stitch tends to work up really tight and I don't want you to have trouble as we go. We also want to keep a nice drape to it. This yarn is so soft. I've been enjoying working with it. My scarf is going to be nice and wide at about 10 inches wide. And of course you can make adjustments as we go. I'll kind of give you little hints and tips and tricks on how to make those if you would like to modify it at all. We're going to start with a slip knot. And I really want you guys to make sure that you are keeping a very loose tension with your hook when you are working with this yarn and with this stitch, okay? So just make sure you're keeping a loose tension. You'll thank me later, trust me. We're going to chain 22. If you would like to make it thinner or wider, you can do that. Just make sure it's a multiple of 2. Two. Now this should be slightly wider than 10 inches because as we go, it's going to kind of cinch up a little bit. All right, the second chain from our hook, we're going to do a single crochet, and I'm going to put it underneath these 2 strands. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over both loops, single crochet, and we're going to do that in every stitch going all the way back down this foundation chain. Insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, 2 loops. All right, so go ahead and do that all the way to the end. All right, we are here in the last chain, single crochet. All right, we're going to chain 1, flip our work. This is the waistcoat stitch, so instead of going under here, which is normally where we would place our hook for our crochet stitches, we're going to be going in between that previous single crochet. So here's the back side of that single crochet stitch right here. And we're going to be placing our hook right in the middle of that. So it's a little bit different. We're going to place our hook here. Still a single crochet. And then that is how we get this, so it kind of looks like knitting, but it's actually single crochet. It's just where we place it. And this is why everything kind of shrinks up as we go and why your stitches could get tighter as you go, which is why I really want you to just be loose with your crochet, relax your shoulders, don't worry about tightening down your stitches. We're going to place it here. I love the little flecks of white in this yarn. Right here. This is pretty much all there is to it for the main body of the scarf. Then we've got some additional fun features to include, but this is what you're going to do until you get the size of the scarf that you want. And of course I will tell you all about that in a little bit, but for now you're going to just have fun with this stitching. The really cool thing about this is that it's nice and simple to do. You don't have to do a lot of counting or anything like that. So you can watch a movie or hang out with your family and still be able to work on this project. Okay, here we go, reaching the end. There's a stitch here, so don't miss that. And then we need one final one here in this turning chain. Single crochet, chain one, flip our work, and then continue just like we did before. So here's that previous stitch, placing our hook in here. Now, if you ever get to the point where it's really difficult to put your hook through that stitch, that means your tension is getting a little bit too tight. So that's where you're gonna really wanna loosen up, because over time, it will just continue to get tighter and tighter. All right, so I want you to continue stitching. We are using 4 balls of yarn. So here's a ball of yarn. And when you attach a new one, I'll show you how to attach a new ball of yarn. I want you to do that on, if you already know how, I want you to do that on the end. Even if there's a little bit of strand left, because there's going to be a fringe. And so we can always use that extra for the fringe later on. Go ahead and keep stitching. And then I'll show you what it looks like when you want to add a new ball of yarn. Okay, so here is our scarf. Here's how it's looking. I'm getting to the end of this row, and I'm gonna add a new ball. So here's this last turning chain here, yarn over, pull through, and then when you have 2 loops on your hook, that's when you're gonna grab your new yarn that's attached to the ball of, your second ball or third or whatever it is. You're gonna pull that through. Tighten that down, make sure everything is good. Chain 1, turn your work, and continue with your stitching. Then you can trim. In case you have a little bit longer strand, you can use that for your fringe. Leave a tail long enough, we can weave those in. I'll show you how to do that at the end. All right, here we go. The scarf is complete. It's 60 inches. So if you want to make yours longer, shorter, whatever you want, mine is 60. And it took me 3 balls of yarn and a little bit. This is the 4th ball. And then I'm going to use the remainder of this for a little, just like little whip stitched border on the sides of the scarf, and then a fringe. Okay, so that's how it's looking, 60 inches. And this is like, this is like a statement scarf. This is like, bam, I got a scarf on. Then you're gonna see it. Okay, so that's the style that I was going for. The next thing we wanna do is finish this off. So this was where I put my 3rd ball. So I just needed like another little bit. I'm going to trim, and then we'll pull that through, fasten it off. Okay, so then the next thing that I'm gonna do is, I just this edge looks fine, but I wanna clean it up just a little bit, but I don't wanna add another row of stitches or any of that. So all I'm gonna do is take a nice long strand of yarn. Again, we can always use the leftover to do the fringe, so be generous. I'm gonna use a yarn needle. It's just going to help kind of give that end a little bit of a finished look. All right, so pulling that through, and then I'm going to go, so here it is, basically going to go around like that. And so see here is coming up here. I'm not going to go right in this next one. I'm going to come down here and just insert it every few rows. That way this doesn't take too long. Okay, so here's how it looks with that kind of wrapped, whip stitched end versus not. It's really subtle, so it's totally optional. I think it just kind of keeps that all kind of tight and even. Okay, so you're gonna do that just on the long sides. Then you will also wanna weave in your tails. And the best way to do that is use your yarn needle. You can use the littler plastic or the metal ones too, whichever one you have on hand. And what I do is I go underneath this stitch right here. You can see going through, go under a few, and then you can trim it there, Or you can loop it back and bring it back around to the edge and trim it there, whichever you like. And so you can't even see it. And you'll trim it there. That way it'll be nice and secure. Okay, so you're going to weave in all of your tails. And then let's make our fringe. This is our first, so this is the front side of our scarf where we first started doing our stitching. Now, this should be about 10, maybe 11 inches wide, okay? And so we're just gonna use that measurement to make it easy. And then we're gonna fold it over so that our fringe is about 5 inches or so. All right, so we're gonna just line it up, cut it, and then you'll wanna cut a bunch more. So just use that first cut to make the rest of your fringe. And then once you have those done, we're going to fold it over. You'll probably need your yarn needle for this also, just so you're not stretching those out with your fingers. Going to come from the back side, then your strands go up through the loop. Tighten it down. So the front and the back, you can decide which way you like for it to look. Just keep it consistent all the way across. I want to say a huge thank you to Michael's Stores for sponsoring this video. Their yarn is gorgeous. I know you will love working with it as much as I did. I hope you enjoy this project and happy stitching.